This Tenant's Guide brought to you from Smart Realty, Perth's leading real estate agency for residential property management. A Tenant's Guide. If you are renting a home or thinking of doing so soon, this will help you to know your rights and obligation as well as finding the right home. Following points should be kept under consideration. Cost. There are significant upfront costs, so think about what you can afford, as generally you need to pay 4 weeks bond and 2 weeks rent in advance. And if you have a pet, then you need to pay pet bond insurance. Location. Think whether the property meets your day-to-day needs, such as rents, public transport, etc. Know your rights. There is a lot of paperwork designed to protect the rights of tenants and property owners, such as application forms, tenancy agreement. Such as when you first move in, make sure you fill in a complete property condition report to highlight the current condition of the property to avoid nasty surprises when you leave the property at the end of your tenancy. An owner or agent must not ask you for more than 2 weeks rent in advance, and you must keep the records and receipts of all these things. Generally, you should not expect to be responsible for any payments other than rent and bond. Once the tenancy begins, tenants and owners have shared responsibilities. Tenants. Basic household and garden maintenance. Routine day-to-day maintenance. You must not change the locks without the owner's consent. Owner. Major house and garden maintenance. Repairing damage caused by third party. Check and maintaining locks, smoke alarm annually. When things don't work out, both the tenants and landlords or agent can terminate the contract and issue breach notice. If you want to leave at the end of your tenancy, give your landlord or agent 21 days notice. If the landlord or agent want to terminate your contract, they need to follow the proper guidelines and issue you correct notices and paperwork. You cannot be forced out of a property without a court order. If the rent is overdue, you can explain your financial situation to the owner. Now, there is not a guarantee that owner will accept it or come to any negotiation. If you don't pay on time, you are in breach of your agreement. The owner or agent can apply to the magistrate's court seeking a court order saying you must fix the problem. In this case, pay all the outstanding rent. At the end of a tenancy, owner or agent will do the final PCR and send your report. If you maintain the house, you shouldn't worry, because your bond money will be paid out to your account. However, if you haven't maintained the property and it requires additional cleaning or maintenance, the owner or agent has the right to seek compensation and request court to release some of the bond money to them to cover the expenses. If the owner has not kept to their part of the tenancy agreement, you may give the owner a notice of breach of agreement. Here are some of the most common disputes that find their way into court include refusal to return bond money, overdue rent, damage to property, maintenance of the premises, problems when ending tenancy agreements. If your case ends up in court, what should you do? Before you get to court, go through exactly what you intend to tell the magistrate. Get a copy of your tenancy agreement. Check if the bond lodged correctly. Check if the agent issues the breach notice correctly. Check the date. Proper records of the rent paid and the date of the last payment. Check if you received receipts for rent paid and are in order for quick reference. Appropriate statements if rent is paid into bank account. Arranged witnesses to appear at the hearing if required. Gone through the evidence thoroughly. You or landlords or agent cannot control the outcome of the court decision. When both parties have finished telling their stories, the magistrate will make the final decision. I hope you enjoy this Tenant's Guide. To find out more about your legal rights, contact Consumer Protection Hotline or seek help from your local community lawyers. If you are looking for excellent property manager who not only look after the landlords and investors, but also the tenants' best affairs, please call Smart Realty's hotline on 08-6154-9957. We are aiming to be Perth's #1 property management agent. Smart Realty offers no obligation assessment and free marketing appraisals for your property. Visit www.smartrealty.com.au. Like us, facebook.com/smartrealtyperth. Call us 08-6154-9957. Visit us 5/8 Royal Street, Kenwick, Western Australia 6107.